Are you curious how you can create your own digital ebook in 24 hours or less? So you can sell it online and make up to $7,459 a month like I have. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create your very own ebook faster, exactly how to sell it, and how to use platforms like YouTube and email marketing to get results ASAP. So if you've been wanting to create and sell your own digital product for passive income, then this video is for you. So let's dive in. So first, let's start with what is an ebook, because there are a lot of definitions out there. So when I talk about ebooks, I'm simply talking about an educational PDF file. This can be 3 pages, this can be 30 pages, somewhere around there. We are not talking about hundreds of pages long of books for like Kindle Reader or fiction books or something like that. We are simply talking about educational PDFs that we call in the digital products biz ebooks. For example, the first ebook I ever created that really took off was called Model Call. And this ebook was around 30 pages and sold for $59. And I did over $500,000 in sales while this ebook was for sale. And after pivoting to what I teach now, which is YouTube and digital products, I actually also sold the IP of that ebook to another photo educator. So it lives on. Now, the reason that ebook sold so well is not because it was 1,000,000 pages long, because it wasn't, or because I sold it on Amazon or Etsy, because I didn't. The reason it was so successful is because it simply talked to an ideal client that had a problem and it solved a problem for them. That ebook, what it did was it helped other photographers have step-by-step directions on how to get more customers into their studio and how to make more sales from those customers. So now let's talk about who are ebooks perfect for and why I think that if you're a beginner, you should start with an ebook. Now, the reason I really like ebooks is because, simply put, they're pretty dang easy to create. You don't need to record a video. You don't need to make any additional downloads or supplemental materials. All you're doing is saying, this is my ideal client, this is the problem they have, and I'm going to teach them step by step in a PDF ebook format on how to solve that problem. And what's even cooler is with tools like Canva and ChatGPT, you can create an ebook in 24 hours or less. In fact, I believe you can create an ebook in an hour or less if you already know what your niche is and who you're helping. And if you're watching this video because you want to create your very own digital product to sell online for consistent income, but maybe you're not 100% sold on doing an ebook. You know you want to do a digital product, but you're not sure which one to do. Well, I have a free full list of all 54 different types of digital products that you can download completely for free in the description below this video. Okay, so now let's break down how you can actually create your very own ebook step by step in 24 hours or less. So the first thing you got to figure out is, what is your niche? Most of the time, a niche will fall into one of 3 categories: health, wealth, or relationships. And so you want to take a look at, okay, what is something that you have solved for yourself or you've solved for others? What is something that you can help people with? Because like selling any product, whether it's physical or digital, your product needs to actually solve a problem in order to sell. It's not enough for you to say,
I think this seems fun to sell, or I know how to knit, so I'm going to sell XYZ.
It's not about you, it's about your customers. It's about the problems they're having and how can you take this digital product and solve that problem for them. So that is the first piece of the puzzle that you need to figure out. And I would highly recommend using ChatGPT as a mentor of sorts if you don't know what this is. You can literally go to ChatGPT and say,
hey ChatGPT, I really want to create an ebook, but I'm not sure like what problem it should solve or who should it be for. Can you workshop and ask me questions so we can figure this out?
And ChatGPT will act like a coach and it will ask you questions back and forth to help you dial this in. Now, once you know the problem you're solving and who you're helping, then you can start to list out what are all the bullet points that you want to cover in your ebook. Now, remember, this is probably going to sell for under $100, so you don't want to go with some super broad topic like how to become a millionaire or like how to become a real estate agent or something like super broad, right? You want it to be like one piece of the puzzle. So for example, instead of how to become a millionaire, I took one tactic and broke it down step by step for photographers to book more clients. Maybe you teach realtors and you could teach them how to pass their real estate exam. Like, it just needs to solve one problem, not the entire big picture. So what you're going to want to do is bullet point, where is the reader now and where do you want them to be to overcome that one specific problem that your ebook's going to talk about. Now, I recommend your ebook be under 30 pages if possible. And the key here is you want your ebook to be as short as possible. So you want it to be as short as possible, as quick as possible, as easy as possible to get the result you're promising, and no longer. No harder, okay? Because people will actually pay more to get the result faster in less time. People are not going to pay more because,
oh, wow, I'm going to pay more because it's 500 pages instead of 50 pages.
No, I would much rather learn how to pass my real estate exam or book more clients in a 5-page ebook than a 5,000-page ebook. Like, I don't want to do more work and spend more time than I have to, right? Okay, so after you've bulleted it out, I want you to put it in ChatGPT to write it for you. So say, hey, these are the bullets, go ahead and write a draft for me. And then you're going to use that as a rough draft and you are going to perfect it to your liking. From there, you can either go file, export as a PDF, and you can be done. Or you can go another step and you can get a free Canva account. You could take all the words you just wrote and you can put it into a Canva template and have it designed really pretty. And then you can export it as a PDF from there. And as far as hosting it goes, I recommend just using Google Drive. So you can upload it to Google Drive, you can right-click share, and you can get the public share link that you're going to share only with purchasers. All right, now we're going to get into exactly how to sell your ebook. But before I do that, I just want to share with you guys, if you are someone who wants way more click by click, like screen share exactly how to do this, how to create your ebook, how to sell it, how to build a following online of people who actually want to buy your ebook or digital product, then I would highly recommend that you check out my membership. It's called Freedom Creator Club. I help you to grow your own following on YouTube, figure out your profitable digital product, and how to sell it for consistent income. We have over 500 members. It starts at $59 a month, or you can save 50% and pay for the year, which works out to be about $29 a month. Go ahead, check it out. It's freedomcreator.co/club. That's freedomcreator.co/club. And the link is in the description below this video as well. Okay, so where should you sell this ebook online? Now you might be surprised to hear I am not going to recommend Etsy. I'm not going to recommend Amazon. In fact, I'm not going to recommend a third party at all. What I want you to do is grow your own following. Yes, you. Yes, you can grow your own following just like everyone else that has started with zero. Nobody is born out of the womb with a following, okay? So you can absolutely do this, and you don't have to have some massive following. You don't have to be some massive influencer. I just take 2 days per month to record 8 videos like this. I'm not uploading to stories. I literally have made 1 reel in the last 2 years. I'm not documenting my life. I hardly show like where I live or the inside of my house. I don't show people. Like, I don't want to be an influencer. I just want to be an educator. And that's why I love YouTube, and I find it so much easier than all those other platforms. So definitely grow your own following so you can sell your ebook that way. Now, you can mention your products directly in your videos, but what I recommend more is to mention freebies like I have throughout this video. A freebie is something that is free that someone puts in their name and email address to receive, and in exchange they get the freebie and they get signed up for your email list, and from there you can sell your digital product via emails. And emails are actually proven to sell 40 times more than with social media alone. So I highly recommend doing it this way. So you want to do YouTube to a freebie to an email list to a checkout page. YouTube, freebie, email list, checkout page. YouTube, freebie, email list, checkout page. Now, what is a checkout page? I'm sure you've used one. Anytime you've bought something online, that is a checkout page. And the software that I use to create sales pages, checkout pages, host digital products, to run my website, my email marketing, everything to run my digital products business is iusystem.io. This software, you can get a totally free account. It's not even a free trial. It's a free account. For up to 2,000 email subscribers, you can snag that in the link in the description below this video. So how you want to sell it is grow your following by putting out videos consistently, mentioning your freebies to get people onto your email list, and then send out emails. You can automate them or you can send them manually to direct people to your checkout page where they're going to put in their name, their payment details, everything, and it's going to automate the purchase. So as soon as they finish, they're going to get the ebook delivered directly to their inbox right away, and you are going to see the money in your Stripe or PayPal or whatever payment gateway that you use. And if you feel like you still need more time to workshop on your niche or what digital product you should sell or how you can even grow a following, then I'd highly recommend checking out my free on-demand training. So the link is in the description below. It's on demand. So you just put in your name and your email. You can watch it instantly. It is totally free. I do talk about Freedom Creator Club at the end, but it's optional. You're not obligated to join, of course. It's a totally free workshop. So I hope you'll check that out if you're wanting more guidance on how to do this. And here's the thing, guys, if you've been considering doing this for a really long time, but you haven't taken action yet, now is the time, because I am here to tell you that it has never been easier. When I started selling digital products in 2014, we did not have products like Canva and System.io and ChatGPT. I had to hand code my own websites with HTML. We had to design in Adobe Photoshop, which cost thousands of dollars at the time. They didn't have monthly payments. Things were a lot harder back then. And so in some ways, people might say,
Well, there was a lot less competition back then.
yes, but also people weren't really aware as much of digital products. So I actually find it easier today. The awareness is easier. People are used to purchasing digital products and they're way easier to create. And if you grow your own following, that is going to set you apart from your competition, because people are going to buy because they resonate with you and your content. So even if you sell something that somebody else sells, it doesn't matter, because you are you and nobody else can be that. And that is how you're going to set yourself apart from all the other competitors out there. So stop putting off your success and take action today, whether it's downloading the freebie or taking the workshop or joining Freedom Creator Club, or just simply figuring out what is your niche, what is your product. It's taking that first step to action so that next year you can look back and say, wow, I'm so glad I took that first step, because now I have achieved a really big goal that I've been wanting for a very long time. And now that you know how to create your very own ebook in 24 hours or less and how to sell it, you might be wanting to learn how to grow your own following on YouTube and make money as early as day one. But how do you do that? Well, it all starts with watching this video next here, because when you pair what you just learned with what's in this video, it's going to be way more powerful. See you in the next video.